You know what I'm saying? My birthday today, as you guys are probably aware. Man, wishing all the happy birthdays. 22 now. Oh, I'm pushing 20. So you think of like 21, 18 through 21, you're an adult. But like that's like adolescent. Like okay, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You're still looked at as like a super youngin. 22. Bro, that's officially like /slash adult, bro. Like you gotta actually tee up. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas graduating college, like you in the real world type set. Technically, I was already in the real world, so I didn't go to college. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like that is like official unk. You know what I'm saying, right? Official unk. So, Shiba, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like kind of like going from like it's like having a super class, right? In Rogue Lineage with one skill, now you're like maxed. You know what I mean? Or like in Deepwoken when you don't have a bell yet versus when you have a bell. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? You got some kids yet? Maybe in a few years I'll have some kids. That might be too young though. Maybe like, actually no, like 30. I want to at least be 30 with a kid. You know what I'm saying? A youngin. Yeah, now I gotta get artifact. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it is, man, dude. I actually do have some Deepwoken rambles I want to do today. But, you know what I'm saying? We can do like a mini Q&A and all that if you guys have any questions. Any shit about me before we hop into the deep stuff. Because I did want to talk about what I think is actually a very possible either layer 3 concept. Because Archmage was talking about some shits. So, great news, you know what I'm saying? But, or like just in general. I want to talk about some stuff. But you know what I'm saying, before we do that, you know what I'm saying, we can do some discussions real quick. Let me turn this down actually, because I don't need my mic to be as crazy as it is right now. Lethal injection video? Maybe. Alright, how tall am I? I'm 6'3". I like to say I'm 6'4", but 6'3". How old am I? I'm 22 now. Am I in college? No. Not in college. Children when? Maybe like 5-6 years from now. That'd be nice. That'd be a bit early. Do you still have your hearing? Of course I do, bruh. Of course I have it. Make them leak conquest for your birthday. Trust still work? I don't know if it works like that. What am I naming my children? That's actually a good question. I don't know. My girl wants to be like charged in the naming scheme. I'm like, yo, hold on now. Maybe like I'll name the boy, she names the girl, sort of thing. So I thought I was looking like through her name list or whatever for children, for for boys, right? And I thought the name Zahir was kind of tough. I was like, yo, Zahir is kind of a tough ass name. Because my name's like Euless, right? And I want my kid to, I don't want to name him like, imagine having, Euless and then John. Like, what the fuck, bruh? But Euless and Zahir, like, that sounds exotic, right? It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds, a little different. I think Zahir's a bit more common. Euless, I've never heard of another nigga named Euless. But Zahir is like a bit more common, you know what I'm saying? Can't have him outdo me. Actually, no. Maybe if I spell it right, he can outdo me. You know what I'm saying? Your son is not a Lord Regent. Do we get a stream of you teaching your kid to play Deepwoken in the far future? If Deepwoken still is getting updates, that sounds like a fun ass stream, but that would be like legit like 20 years from now, probably 20, 15 years from now, which is like actually insane. Am I balding? I don't think so. It's me, KB Cold. Happy birthday. We share a birthday, dude. It's my birthday too. Hey, happy birthday, you too. Yo, you too, dude. Yo, thank you for the $300 donation. Bro, bro's giving me a gift. Bro's giving me the damn gift for my birthday, bro. Okay. Big birthday gift. I appreciate the 300, man. I need to, can you do the birthday shaker for us? The birthday shaker, I'll think about it. That's a lot for the birthday shaker. Like that's big. I can't lie. That's a little evil. Yeah, that's a little evil. But thank you for the 300 though, man. Dude, I appreciate that ton. I appreciate the donations recently, by the way. Like I said, y'all don't have to donate. Y'all can just stick around and chill. But I appreciate what is it called? The 300. And yeah, I already did the shaker actually. Gotta do something different. I gotta do something different. Thank you for the 10 Zachary Hostetter. They itch Aga. Appreciate that a ton, Zachary. Good to see you again. Unk, are you single or taken? I have a girl. I'm actually gonna be, after this stream, I'm gonna go hang with my friends. Then I'm gonna go hang with my girl's family. In chat, before you guys already asked, yes, sir, I did call my mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. But yeah, was your name inspired by Zamasu? No, wasn't it? But yeah, viewers are priority. Where's Nico de Gallo? Like I said, Nico de Gallo, he's been long gone. He's been pretty long gone. I can't lie. Just a lot of stuff that was just really not good. What am I gonna do after Deepwoken? Probably just script, honestly. The thing is, right? Like, the thing is, let me actually like really take this question down real quick, right? A lot of people ask about like after Deepwoken, but the thing is, like, you could technically argue that we're not even after Rogue Lineage yet. We're not even after Rogue yet, right? And people are talking about like after Deepwoken, right? Like, and they don't even actively, like, the main devs don't actively work on Deepwoken, or I mean Rogue Lineage, yet it has still maintained a relatively active community, especially recently, dude. Look at, like, and that's literally just with one solo developer, like occasionally doing an update once a year, maybe twice. You see what I'm saying, right? Like, so when I hear like, oh, what are you gonna do after Deepwoken? Like, bro, Deepwoken could last like fucking 6 years, 7. I honestly think it might be able to like last like at least a decade. No joke. I'm actually dead ass. Because Rogue Lineage, and by the way, think about it, right? A majority of Rogue Lineage's lifetime now has been without major updates. Dude, Rag and Ark stopped dropping major updates for Rogue Lineage like a year after release. And it's been out for like 5. You see what I'm saying, right? And it still had and by the way, the only reason for this drop was literally because of Monad Studios' next game, Deepwoken, by the way. And then it still came back. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, now we have Deepwoken, a game they're actively working on. They're still making big updates for, obviously, Conquest is, right? But you guys get what I'm saying, right? They're still trying to drop big updates. You know what I'm saying? Archmage still has hell ideas for how it could expand Deepwoken. Layer 3, Void Sea shits, maybe even Void Tower. There's still like big things ahead, and potentially Central Luminant ahead. There's like still so many big things coming up ahead that could take years, right? Like dead ass. Like chat, being real, I think actually no, let me rephrase. I do think one day, maybe not. I don't know if they want to ever do that. I think Archmage said it best that the community doesn't care about excuses, they want content. So they might not ever reveal why Conquest actually took so long, but this is what I'll say, and this is actually good news. When you understand the reasoning why Conquest took so long, for future big updates, like people are like, oh dude, Conquest took 2 years? Oh man, Buoyancy is gonna take 3. Like, I think once people have a better understanding of why Conquest took so long, hopefully it will lead to them realizing, actually, Void Sea might take less time than Conquest. That's all I'll say, right? Like, realistically, that's the hope. That it takes a little bit less. By the way, this fucking, dude, this is like $2 for this giant ass jug. This shit is fire. Thank you for the 36 months of membership. Birthday signal, true. Actually, that's 3 years membership. Holy, 3 years membership. Got my boy Hacker, dude. They said the same thing for Layer 2. True. Now that is the scary part, right? Bro, they did say what's in the cup. This right here. Iced tea, peach, and I put some water in it. But like I said though, yeah, we'll have to see what they do with the shits. I think in terms of like my age though, like there's nothing like new that unlocks. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a new, cause like when you're 18, right? Bam! Like that's progression. That's mad progression. 21 as well, because then you can start buying alcohol, right? That's progression, right? And then like past 21, there's not really much else to prog left. You're kind of almost max. You know what I mean, right? I think maybe 24, 25 is when you can start renting cars. There's like a couple more things. There's like, it's like stat buffs. You know what I mean? Like, oh, your insurance goes down. Oh, this, oh, that. It's like stat buffs, but it's not like, bam, new unlock. You know what I mean? I kind of have almost, I pretty much all my unlocks. 25 when you get off your parents' insurance. I've been off my parents' insurance since I was 21. So, bro, insurance is fucking annoying. And that's what I'll pay it. Bro, I was like, how much is help? 400? I'll tee up. And so what I do, chat, what I do is this. Instead of paying for health insurance every year, I do health trips to Turkey. I do health trips to get my teeth completely fixed up, because in Turkey they tee up. In Turkey their teeth shit is fucking godly. I got my teeth fixed for like 200. In the States I would have been like 2K, 3K. And then I get all my health stuff done there too, because it's a lot cheaper. And it's still good. It's still good quality. They know what they're doing. Them motherfuckers ain't dumb. They know what they're doing, and they do some good. They do some good shit there. And so that's what I do, bro. Cause the way I think about it like this, I could be paying $400 to $500 a month, maybe like $300 if I get lucky, $300 to $400 a month for health insurance, right? That's $3 to $4K. Or I could spend that $3 to $4K to take like maybe even two trips a year to Turkey, get my insane health checkup, go through like basically like a top to bottom clear. You know what I'm saying? Get everything fixed. They tell me what to do. Bam, and there you go. But if I ever get put in some accident, oh, I'm cooked. Cancer, cooked. That's when I'll start making slot games. If anything like that, I'm telling you, if there's any like real hardship, I'm taking Super's offer immediately, bro. No joke, that shit will bankrupt niggas, bro. I saw, bro. Have you seen, bro, what that shit will do to motherfuckers, bro, with no cash? Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. Your ass get taken to the ambulance. They see you got no money. They push you right back out. They will not accept your ass, bro. Or you'll be in debt. So, like I said, the second something like that happens, chat, I'm giving in. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving in. Sorry. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right here. I'm giving in. But, you know what I mean? My willpower is still strong. I haven't had any insane financial debt yet. So, I'm teeing up. I'll tee it for now, but if push comes to shove, bro, yeah, block street method. I can't lie. Hey, bro. Hey, man, that's healthcare, bro. If I really got paid 20, 30K, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'll be. Y'all know where I'll be. Bro, that's the good decision, not gonna lie. Arguable. I mean, you can still make good games and make some cash, right? Thing is though, like, you know what I mean, how do I say it? I wanna drop some bangers, you know what I'm saying? I wanna drop some bangers. Bangers take time though. Is bro gonna make a cash grab? Not for now. I said, basically Canadian, I said if I ever really need the money, like I need surgery or something like that, or I get cancer or something like that, something like crazy where it puts me in a lot of debt, bro, I'm making cash. I don't care. Because bro, think about it like this. I could die, nigga. I don't care about reputation. My life is on the line, nigga. With no money? How am I supposed to pay? At that point, that's life or death. I don't care what people think, but for now, I do. Because, like, bro, my life ain't on the line. I'm chilling. I'm pretty financially alright, you know what I'm saying? Bro, but I'm not, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I get in any sort of car crash, I'm not trying to be sent to the depths. On the power of one, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like, hey, man. Y'all know how it is. My parents had to pay $10,000 for my hospital bills, and $6,000 came from a 30-minute. Yeah, the ambulance ride will fucking. Ambulance ride is intense. Fuck. So yeah, bro. That needs to level up. Yeah. But yeah, Canadian, you're all right about that. You can grind, like, after one cash grab, you can definitely grind the banger. I mean, it's like. I'm curious though, like, I guess it just depends. I don't think by working on a cash grab you're technically like, oh, you know what I mean, right? Like, And also, I guess it also depends on what you define as a cash grab, right? Like, for example, like K1's game. Like, have you guys played, like, Anime Impact? Would you guys consider that a cash grab? Because a fair amount of people would be like, oh, yeah, that's a cash grab. That ain't no Deepwoken, that's a cash grab, right? So it's like, I guess it just depends on what you define. I guess, dude, a lot of games in Roblox are just straight up, like, farming. A lot of games are just straight up farming motherfuckers, dude. No joke. I had a friend who had a helicopter ride for a medevac and had to pay almost $20,000 for it. Oh yeah, slot game. Any tower defense? Any tower defense is a cash grab. I think there was like a really good tower defense game. But like I said though, I prefer not to do that. I prefer to make a banger. But then again, like, I had to think about it, like, could I really make the next Rogue Lineage, like Rogue Lineage 2? See, that sounds like that sounds tough to do. I can't lie. I have to think about that. But you have to have like a godly idea. I do have a couple ideas, but it's like you gotta have like you gotta be cracked. I ain't gonna lie. We'll see. My build 16. I don't want to take the YouTuber road. Will it succeed with Deepwoken in this era? I think if you start becoming a YouTuber now and build up, you can somewhat build into trying to, you know what I'm saying, right? Get some steam going, and then once Conquest drops, you'll be up. Don't make your magnum opus as your first game. Yeah, I've been told that a lot. So, like I said, I think what I was discussing with my homie, I think the one I'll do, and there's only one reason why I accepted it. Only one reason. I think for either the first game that, you know what I'm saying, will actually like probably drop. It won't be under my studios though. I won't allow that. But I'll help out with it, you know what I'm saying? I'll pay for the advertising. I'll help out with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, if anything, first off, right, this definitely is only for the bag. But the difference is, since it's me and my homie, and he's going to college, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'll help my boy out. Some of y'all already know who it is. Second reason why is actually because I can play with my girlfriend, and that's kind of fire. You know what I mean? Will you start ganking when you get to the age of 20? Bro, I'm 22. You must miss out. Is it a 2-player obby game? Yeah. 2-player obby, but that's as low as I'll go. But like I said, as low as I'll go. I do think though, it'd be really fun to play with my girlfriend. I do want to make a game that I can play with my girlfriend, and that is also like, I'll be like, okay. But if he suggested like some like other, I would be like, nah. Okay. Running to Moon Ring soon. You think you can live off deep vids? I do live off deep vids, but not just deep vids though. The sponsors are low-key crazy too. They're nice. The sponsors I get are also low-key nice as well. Very cool. But yeah, just make a multiplayer game. Yeah, any sort of multiplayer game also like just like a banger. Also, we need to finish our horror game, dude. The horror game I still feel like is a fire idea. Game with your girlfriend? I have. In the past, I used to a ton, but nowadays, like, whenever I go over to, like, now we're really locked in. Like, I know her family like well, right? And I go over their place. You guys know like the garage, right? Like the garage, right? And what happens is like she, instead of her pulling up to stream, right? She'll just want me to come like hang out with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the pizza and the buffalo sauce. I still have that buffalo sauce. That shit is delicious, by the way. God damn, that was actually like one of the best. That sauce is actually so fucking fire, dude. Holy. But yeah. Like we'll see what happens on the game front, dude. Is it the cave horror game? No, it's not that one. I'm talking about the original horror game I was working on, dude. Like, yes, we gotta get back on that shit soon. Definitely gotta get back on that shit. Thoughts on kids when you get older? Definitely. We'll see what happens. But yeah, probably I think making a very fun 2-player obby would be kind of cool, but I guess it would have to be something that's like, I don't want it to be like super trash. I want to have like a cool ass idea, like a cool gimmick, But at the same time, like, bruh, if it's like some complex ass puzzle, or little Timmy's gonna be so fucking shook. He's gonna be like, what the fuck is this, right? So it's like you can't really be, you can't go overboard with the complexity of the idea or like the puzzles, because then like for one puzzle in you're gonna be like, fuck this, I'm getting off, right? So it probably have to be like a you know what I'm saying? A little build up. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens though, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as long as I enjoy playing it, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play. But yeah, we'll see what occurs. Bro. Anyway, bro. What did I want to talk about? Actually, there was something I want to talk about for what's it called? The Deepwoken side of this stream. Read the 300 dono. I did. Got a galactic frog for that one, bro. Big blessings to him. Will your kids become Deepwoken enthusiasts? If Deepwoken is actually like still kicking, all right, in like 15 years, I'll let the little nigga play, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll let him tee up, but like, bro, he's gonna be like Garbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. You know what I mean? And like, if we go, bro, like dual ganking sounds kind of fun. Like a video idea. Like father and son ganking video. That sounds kind of funny. So then again, I think by that point, I don't know if I'd be playing games as much. Probably have to like, I'd have to super lock in because I'd have to pay for like some houses or something, bro. It'd be a lot of shits. Now, what was I gonna say? Will you disown your son if he's in the 500 elo trenches? Nah. Sometimes it takes a while to get up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to ask when you're doing another cooking stream. I actually missed out on this year's cooking stream. Bit of a shame, really. I gotta do 2 now. Have you seen Roguelike Tower? I haven't. Someone was telling me that there was like a game that was like, dude, it's like based on the Void Tower. I was like, okay, Roguelike Tower, huh? Let me look that up. Roguelike Tower Early Access. A wonderful game with a lot of weapons and equipment. How many stages can you beat? If it has monsters, it might be a banger. If it only has humanoid NPC, I'll be disappointed. Even though I know monsters probably take a lot of money to like make. Guys, see here's the thing, right? Like, I like the idea of there being like humanoid monsters, right? But like, I also like a motherfucker that just like looks fucking insane. Like, what the fuck is that, right? Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, look at this motherfucker, bam, and he's carrying like a giant fucking staff, dude. What the hell? You know what I'm saying, right? And it's like a fucking, it's an evil ass wizard monster shits, right? Like, what the fuck? Oh, y'all can't see it. Take a look. See, like, sometimes, like, you see what I mean, right? Like, which looks more interesting to fight, right? Like, okay, yeah, sure. This guy can look like an orc or a monster, right? But this nigga looks like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's why I say, bro, if you have humanoid mobs, like, okay, that's cool. But, like, this guy looks way more scary or way more like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean, right? Like, it's like a deformed, I'll give you guys the backstory, right? Actually, this nigga turns into him. Let me give you this. This is a new mob I made, Opera. Let me give you the backstory. Backstory is actually very tragic, right? His wife died in a tragic accident while he was out on a mission for his kingdom, right? And so he comes back. His wife was barely breathing, but died in his arms. Very tragic. He hears something, though, about some sort of necromancy potion, a necromancy spell as well, that might be able to bring her back, right? As he was testing for this necromancy potion, right, he accidentally took a sip of the potion, right? Initially, nothing happened, and he saw himself slowly regenerating from a wound that he had earlier that day. He's like, oh wait, this might be it. This might be it. So, to test it, he drank the potion, thinking that it might, you know what I'm saying, fully regenerate the rest of his shits. Then he turned into this motherfucker. And now he lives in hatred of all humans. Because because the potion made him evil. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the lore. That's the lore. You know what I'm saying? And now he's like a evil mage monster, right? And he has like he's like fucking like giant crab like human, and he has like a giant staff of him. And he's like he can swing it, and then it's like, and he like summons like a bunch of orbs to chase you and shit. Chat, let me cook. And he like wah 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 wah, shoots the beam at you from his mage staff. No one feeling sorry for him. If it's in game, it'll make them you'll feel bad. Now you see what I'm saying right now. Here's the thing, right? When I say that's why we need monsters, because like I said, if every mob in your game is humanoid, I don't think that's an issue. But I think you're missing out on so much by you see what I'm saying, right? Like, oh, imagine like he's a monster, but like, see, in some games, right, the monster is just a humanoid but larger. You know what I mean, right? It's just a humanoid but larger, which is fine for things like golems or like things that make sense, right? But in my opinion, bro, like they don't even. It's like the same like R6 sort of like design, you know what I'm saying, right? Whereas like take a look at like the Squibba, you know what I mean, right? Like do you see how like it's humanoid but it's a monster? Do you know what I mean, right? Like imagine this. Do you see like how this is like so much more interesting? Because it's like instead of it just being like, oh, it's like a Roblox character but bigger and gray. It's like, no, bro, like it's actually like a new model, and it's like it's kind of like unique in how it looks. Like it's humanoid, but it's not Roblox humanoid. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, chat? Right? So that's why I feel like, dude, it'd be way more interesting to have motherfuckers like this versus just a big humanoid. But I know it costs money, which is a bit unfortunate. Thank you for the $20 donation from Fallen Chungus. Good afternoon, all. I love your content so much, and I've been wanting to donate for months. Fallen Chungus sends his regards. Thank you so much, Fallen Chungus. Yes, I appreciate it, Fallen Chungus. Thank you so much. What was I gonna say? Okay. Real quick, just real quick, by the way, I just want to say, I appreciate every piece of Deepwoken content, but man, bro, sometimes I wish, like, whenever I hear arguments for weeklies needing to be longer, right, I think that, what's it called, when it comes down to it, I would disagree, but sometimes I can see why people say it, right? Like, for example, in the past like 2 months, right, all the actual like bigger pieces of content, a lot of it has been relegated to defeating X humanoid to get your piece of content, right? You had, what is it, Bleedsky's Inferno, the Deep Spindle, Wraith Claw, the what's it called? Chain Warden, Blade Harper, Bolt Crusher, Grand Fisher. Look, man, out of all these, the only one I thought that was like, yo, were probably initially Bleedsky's Inferno, right? And the, what's it called, Curse Winner. That one was very cool. All right, I'm putting this one in special text over here. Okay, look, the only time where I actually see like the argument for weeklies needing to have a bit more time is like stuff like this, right? Like, I think it's fine because I know there's a weekly schedule and I know the devs don't have a lot of time. Curse Winner, there you guys go. Curse Winner. No, it's still there. Hold on. Perfect. Now, like I said, right? What I'll say is that when it comes down to this, I know there's not a lot of time, but I kind of wish that these pieces of content, I'll give Blade Harper the pass because it was actually kind of cool, but like these ones, I wish sometimes there was like a little bit more interesting ways that you actually acquired the ships, right? I guess Deep Spindle was also like fine. I think the only ones I really didn't mess with though, I think at the time, being honest, I think Chain Warden definitely could have gotten something cooler. Wraithclaw was probably the weakest one out of all the legendaries. I think Bolt Crusher and Grand Fisher was introducing the board system, so that one's okay, but Bolt Crusher, I feel like they could add a little bit more, you know, just a little more like, more interesting and unique gameplay introduction. That's a better way to put it, right? So I think when everything's relegated to like, you know, just like a humanoid NPC, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like there's more cooler ways that they could have been introduced. And besides, I kill guy, I get his weapon. Right? That's why I really fucked with Curse Winter, because that one actually had a unique ass like hunt and a unique ass quest. And it was bugged, which is why it took so long to find. But in my opinion, like that's like a really good example, right? Like, okay, it made so much sense and it actually fits so well, right? You know what I'm saying? You talk to the guy as a brother, and it's also an NPC that, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean, right? Like, okay, that one was like cool, and then you have to defeat Etheron, but as the things are exploding, that's when a new area unlocks. Like, that was genius. I was like, oh yeah, that's heat. That's fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, that was heat. Pleatsky Inferno. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a lot of hints towards it, like, you know what I'm saying? It had a specific unlock method, and, you know, it was tied to Pleatsky, right? But then, like, Deep Spindle. I guess I'll have to, you know, I guess Deep Spindle had a new location. I might give Deep Spindle a pass too, honestly. So that one was like a little bit more based on kind of finding an RNG spot. But Wraithclaw though, bro, Wraithclaw, I can't lie, Wraithclaw was probably, yeah, Wraithclaw. I feel like Chain Warden as well could have had something like a little bit more like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because I think all you need to get Chain Warden is to get Chain Warden you need, what's it called? Well, you need the hero rep or whatever, right? Or like a lot of rep with the chain, with authority. Is that it? Is that all you need for Chain Ward? Let me look. Obtainment. You need 40 total points into strength, fortitude, and willpower. Okay, so it's like a non-rec basically. Who is not running at least like. Bro, everyone's running always fortitude or willpower strength, bare minimum. Anyway, then after that, you need a very high friend reputation, and then you just defeat the hostage. That's it. And then you just grip someone with hunted central authority rep, or you can grip Ferryman, Maestro, or Duke. I don't know. You guys, like, I feel like Chain Warden can have like a lot more interesting prog or interesting like obtainment, but oh well. Yeah, thank you for, shout out Deadfish and Dimer doing blowing up. Happy birthday, go. Hope you have a good birthday, gang. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But, well, what else was I gonna say? Actually, let me change up the music. Put it on. Is it too loud? Oh yeah, that is very loud. Hey, thank you for the 20. Happy birthday, Aga. I don't donate a lot, but I love your content. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for everything, and here's to another year of Deepwoken. I'm saying, dude, another year of Deep. Is that still loud? Hopefully we get another good year of the Deep as well, dude. Thank you for the 20. Wasn't Aga just in Turkey? I was in a lot of places. But yeah, like I said, though. Yeah, but you guys understand my point. That's also that. But like I said, that's one of the only like couple of reasons I feel like sometimes like you can kind of feel the weekly in the updates. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can really feel it, and it's not even just like the bug testing or stuff like that. Like sometimes it's just like in the entire obtainment, right? Biggest examples I say were definitely Chain Warden, Boat Crusher probably, and especially Wraithclaw. Like these three right here, like you could feel that. Yeah, it was definitely like that's just the week. That's like the weekly crunch kicking in. Yeah, they didn't have much more fleshed out obtainment, and like kind of involvement in the lore and shit like that. Thank you for the 10, Dill Pickle. Debunk an idea. You think authority should imprison you at low rep, which puts you in an event to use stealth to escape or fight your way out. Faction bounties don't grip you, but arrest you. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. I think what needs to happen, I think that is kind of a cool idea. I think the only issue is that at the moment, this is what I'll say needs to happen, Right? In Deepwoken, there's two things that need to happen to make humanoid NPCs scary. Either a complete buff of all humanoid NPCs in that area, or depowerment. I learned that word from I was watching a Nakey Jakey video. And depowerment is super important, right? Because here's the thing. What is the point of stealthing if I can just go around like 2-tap enemies or like constantly posture break them, right? In my opinion, if you get imprisoned, this is what should happen, right? Thank you for the $5 donation from Zach the Wonder. Thank you for the 18-month membership worth. I appreciate that, guys. Big one. This is what needs to happen, right? You have your character with like all of his cool shit, right? All of his cool shit. You know what I'm saying? You have like your little bell here. You know what I'm saying? And you have all your mantras and stuff, right? What needs to happen, I think would be very cool, is when you're imprisoned, you lose everything, right? Like, and not only that, I'm gonna take this from One Piece. Whenever you're imprisoned, right, it's like boom. You have like these, like, it's almost like the sea stone shackles, right? And what they do is they prevent you from using mantras. They prevent you from using mantras, right? So you have access to no fucking mantras, dude, right? Like, oh shit, no mantras? What? Now imagine you're in your jail cell, right? They silenced your song. They have like a new piece of technology that silenced your song, right? And you're like, shit, dude. Now guess what? Silent Heart, they'll figure out a way for Silent Heart too. But whenever you're in jail, all of your equipment, all of your mantras are disabled, and your weapon is gone. You get it back, obviously, right? But you lose access to those things, and your bell is disabled too. And the entire idea is, right, is that when you're trying to escape, you find, like, the idea is, like, whenever you, the way you escape is, like, you find a little stiletto, right? You're like, wait, what? Like a makeshift stiletto that does, like, 2 or 3 damage. Like, not, it barely does damage, maybe, like, 5 or 6, right? You have, like, a little stiletto, it has shit scaling, and so the idea is, by depowering the player and removing the mantras, right? Removing your weapon, removing your equipment, right? And then finally removing like your bell and probably slash murmur, right? Because you're, you know what I'm saying, you have like these little shackles on you. What's it called? You have depowered the player and now stealth is the main option, right? Does that make sense? So you can't just go in and like fight all the guards, right? Because not only are there guards, and what they need to do is make the guards hurt. They need to make the guards really fucking hurt you. I mean like, when you're like, imagine this is your health bar, right? Thank you for the $20, that one nerd. Merry Christmas. Thank you, that one nerd. I appreciate the $20 donation, man. And so, what is it? 3, it's kind of like this. Yeah. Right? I'd say like every time you get hit, it at least needs to do like 10% of your health. Every time you're hit by like a guard. Or like a mantra from the guard, right? You gotta get chunked if you're fighting multiple of these guys. Like, you're getting jumped. You're a prisoner, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are strong. You're taken down. It needs to be like an impel down escape, which I think would be sick. Because then it would basically be super reliant on, what's it called? On like trying to escape the stealth. No, anti-gank. They would probably still have anti-gank, right? But like I said, it's entirely based on stealth. And the idea is that you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to escape without the things you're used to, which would change up the gameplay a lot. Now, as for the stealth mechanics, like takedowns and stuff, they do have stuff like that where you can sneak up upon a guard. But, I don't know, I think it'd be a cool idea, especially if the guards, like, walked around. They used to do that, I think. I think they still, do they do that still? Yeah, they still do that in some places, right? You don't see it a lot, but in Fort Merritt, the guards do walk around, right? And so, there would need to be a bigger place because you can. Here's the thing as well, right? You can kind of just run and escape. You can just run and escape the fucking Fort Merritt. There's like you don't have to sneak around. There's nothing, right? So A is depowering the player. B is restricting access, right? Which would basically entail, right? Like if it's like an impel down system, you're on like the bottom layer. Or depending on how bad your crime is, like you can be at a lower level, right? So like imagine like the surface is like kind of like this. The surface is this, and you are like on the bottom level, dude, like maximum security. Also, I think my chat is bugged. Or is it? Let me go to live chat. Bro, my chat is bugged. Bruh. Okay, anyway. Like I said, right? You're on the, you're kind of like on the bottom floor, right? On the bottom floor. And you have to kind of make your way up. And the problem is, right, to get through each floor, right, like there's like a system in place, right? Like in any jail, you can't just waltz out the jail. Like the door's not just open. The doors are going to be closed and locked in. And so I think it'd be really cool is you have to stealth your way out, but you also have to try and like figure out how to escape as well. It's not just, oh, I stealth and I walk out the facility. No, motherfucker, you're actually in a real prison, bro. You're gonna have to either A, take down like the warden, right? Be able to stealth him, because you definitely can't fuck him up in a 1v1. Either find a way to stealth the warden, right? Or find another way to like get through the floor. They could have like they could have like one or two sideways, and then like the main way is like getting the key or getting a guard to like follow your directions, or maybe you like kill a guard and you're able to steal his uniform, etc., etc. Right? There's like a lot. I think for us like a stealth sort of thing like that, right? If they do something like that, there would have to be a lot of interesting ways to stealth out. And then like once you get to the top, then you can like, you know, remove your shackles and get all your equipment and your weapon back, right? And then bam, you're re-empowered and you can escape and bust out of there, right? I don't know. That's what I was thinking, chat. No. Oh wait, my camera. Oh. Oops. Anyway, let me pull it up on my phone and see if it's bugged. Oh no. Test. Bro, chat is bugged. I can't see chat. What is wrong with chat? Man, bro, we actually deadass can't do what we're saying to each other. That's a damn shame. See, bro, this is why everyone is leaving YouTube streaming, bro. Have you noticed? I think Ludwig made a video about it. It's like, why is everyone leaving YouTube streaming? Because you're like this, man. It's like trash. Bro, it's actually a blessing that Istro Speed is on here, bro. No joke. He's like actually carrying like probably a fat percentage of the people who watch YouTube streaming. If he was ever allowed on Twitch, bro, it actually might be Jover. Anyway, though, bro. Stretch. But yeah, as I'm saying, like I said, that's what I would think a either stealth related origin would go, or yeah, thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm sorry, the chats are bugged right now, but I was able to see that. Thank you for the €10. Happy birthday. I appreciate the birthday donations, guys. Appreciate the cash. I don't know what I'm using on. Probably rent. Actually, I already paid my rent this month. But yeah, like that was, I think that would be very cool for stuff. Now let me actually move on to the main thing I wanted to ramble about for today. The main piece of content I feel like would be a banger. And when I mean banger, I mean banger, okay? Alright. So how do I explain this? Alright, now I have the time to explain. So, I don't know if there's going to be a potential layer 3 idea or not. I don't know what they're thinking. Archive hasn't probably even thought of it yet, but technically they have, okay? I have to be careful what I say here, because I can't say too much. This is what I'll say, right? This is what I'll say, okay? I think it'd be very interesting to have a extraction sort of game mode, but that's also kind of tied into the overworld in Deepwoken, okay? Kind of like, I don't know if it'd be like a Chime of Conflict thing. I think it'd be very cool if it was like what I mentioned before, where it's like an instant server, but it's technically like an overworld area that other people can jump into, right? I don't want to suggest an idea that takes away from the overworld too much, but you can't really do this in overworld, right? So let me explain. Either it'd be like, let me explain what the entrances would be. Either it'd be like an area in the overworld, like a dungeon that you would enter into, right? Kind of like a cave, and then it's like going down, right? You notice it's like, oh, what the hell is that? Or it would be like it'd be like dungeon, sort of like a tool, right? I don't know if the tool one is a good idea. Dungeon TP, right? But there's a reason why I'm explaining the way this is, right? The idea would be, right, is that like you'll get TP'd into kind of like a instanced area, right? Which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's almost like an instance overworld area, but kind of cut off. So think of like a battle royale sort of thing, right? Where there's like a hell of people and it's like a new map, but it's not necessarily like Chime 1v1, right? And so the idea would be, right, simple. And I took this based off Dark and Darker, right? You have like a map. And the idea is that similar to Battle Royale, you have like a bunch of people who join in and they can go across and get stuff on the map, right? But the idea is this time, right, you have like different people starting in different areas, right? So maybe it's like max of teams of 3. And some of you guys probably guess where I'm getting this from. Hear me out, right?
Happy birthday, man. You've come far.
Thank you for the $10 backstab. Yeah, unfortunately chat is like super bugged and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it, man. I don't know how to. I can't see what chat's saying. I think it's bugged for everyone else. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Can I refresh chat? Pop out chat. Bro, why can't I see my chat, bro? Wait, let me try this. Wait, let me try this. Hold on. Yeah, box. Okay. Yeah, it's still not working. Damn, chat really just bugged. Okay, so hear me out, right? They would probably need some new content for this, I can't even lie. But I was thinking the idea would be simple, right? It's kind of like an area where the general gist of it is it's a new way to get some new loot, right? And it can be several different like maps in one, right? And so the general theory would be that these guys are entering in, and the idea being is that it would be like PvP and PvE in an area, different ways to get the loot, different events that you can complete. But the general idea is that whenever you see another player, right, if you kill that player, the things that you're bringing in can be stripped from the motherfucker. And it's like, wait, hold on. That sounds crazy. And it is crazy for Deepwoken. But I feel like a mode like this is actually one of the only few ways that they can actually introduce much bigger stakes without just being wiping. Because here's the issue, right? In Deepwoken, you're at it in between, right? This is what it is. You either have it where you die and you get sent to the depths, which is that's nothing for people. We know how to escape the depths. Or you wipe, which is like, bro, what the fuck? I just wiped. But there's a secret in between that people haven't talked about yet, and it's actually fairly risky. Gear loss. I was thinking about it. Would that work for something like Deep? And it might be a crazy idea. It might be a crazy idea, right? But I think it's the closest you can get to an area that you can technically wipe in without wiping. And so I think it'd be crazy, right? Like, for example, if I see your crit blade and I kill you, you lose your crit blade. Or if I see you and you picked up something from that chest over there, obviously that's already going to be a thing, right? But if I grip you, not only are you going to drop the stuff that you lost, but I might be able to take that bloodless gem that you had on your mantra off you.
Feel too safe in this game.
Right.
Introduce a Tarkov Gamma mode where you have to decide to bring mid loot with low risk or high tier loot with the potential of losing it.
And like everything is droppable too. Like, oh, I see that you found a relic in that chest. Bam, I murked you. Now I got that shit off your body, right? So like, and I said PvPvE because the thing is, right, like, I don't think it should just be PvP. I think that by having PvE events there, you give some leeway to the PvE players, right? you give some leeway to them being able to maybe complete the events faster, right? Or maybe safer if they make hard-ass PvE. But now the danger is that, okay, now there's PvP people who are only going to be maybe hunting me, you know what I'm saying? And so I got to escape quick. And I think that'd be kind of interesting because we haven't seen that in Deep, right? In Overworld, see, the thing is, right, like, we can have that in Overworld 2 where, like, but you can't really have that, though. Like, even if I kill you, right, like, you're not, there's no, the problem in Deep is that there's no real risk to dying ever, except in the depths, right? And they can't necessarily make dying a threat without making wiping way more likely, which overall would definitely increase overall depths feeling bad, but there's a lot of other downsides that come with that, like people just casually progressing, right? And so you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So that's why I said earlier, it's either death or wipe, and there's such a fat ass gap between the punishment of both, right? Whereas by introducing a mode that can kind of tinker with the middle, now you can actually have way more increased stakes because there's a new game mode. In order to attempt that new game mode, right, you're risking not your build, but the stuff on your build, like equipment. Like, imagine being able to snag a god roll-up. Imagine I see a motherfucker with 35 HP Iron Singer. Well, I don't see him. But, like, they have it on them. I kill them. I snag that bitch off them. And it says, your chest plate has been looted. Oh, brother. That'd be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Because guess what? That's one of the only real ways you can hurt a motherfucking Deep without wiping them. You see what I'm saying, right? What other ways is there to really make death meaningful besides increasing the wipe impact? Well, you affect the other part of the game that is really, if you think about it, the only part of the game.
Gain points by beating camps, which you can use to protect an item/equipment for like 2 minutes or some shit, so you don't lose it.
Also, thank you early for what's it called? Hold on, let me what's it called? Let me look at these other donos because I did not see them. Thank you for the 5 from Backstab. You are cooking people feel too safe. Introduce Cart where you have decided to bring mid loot with low risk or high tier loot with the potential losing it. Yeah, I think that'd be a fire idea too. Thank you for the 5 from Worth. What about getting publicly executed if you don't escape from prison fast enough? Are you talking about what's it called? Are you talking about the stealth idea? Yo, that would be fire too. That would actually deadass be fire. I think that would be fucking fire as fuck. And then thank you for the 20 from Zokath. Thank you for the 20 super chat. Happy birthday, gang. Appreciate it. Much love, man. And backs up. What if you gain points by being PvE camps, which you can use to protect items for like 2 minutes or some shit so you don't lose it? I think a PvE, it depends on the difficulty of a PvE camp, right? If it's like humanoid NPCs, it's a non-threat, right? You gotta realize, bro. You gotta realize something, chat. Here's the thing, bro. You can throw. Hold on, let me show you. You see what's happening in this clip right here? You see the amount of maestros and primadons and broodlords and dukes there are in this clip? Despite how much shit was thrown at these motherfuckers, Mike Pike was still able to survive it, right? Look at all the ferrymans. Look at all the bosses that they're boxing up. Look at this shit. Look at all the bosses there, bro. And despite that, look at the multiple primas, like 3 of them there. Despite that, they were still able to beat this event, right? This is why I said I think the biggest thing in Deep right now is that they need things that can depower the player. I think by trying to nerf PvE, right, a lot of people will be upset. You know what I'm saying, right? If they nerf PvE as a whole, a lot of people would be upset, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, why are they nerfing the power? So I think they need to introduce depowerment in a couple other ways. I still also feel like min-max PvE needs to tone down, for sure, right? I do think it needs to be toned down because after looking at, like, that PvE event I saw the other day, it's like, genuinely, like, what can they throw at the player that isn't just something chunking you for 3 bars, right? That will actually give a challenge to all players involved, all parties involved, right? That won't just be like a cakewalk for the people who know what they're doing, but also won't be fucking egregiously difficult for the average player. Which is why I've always been in support of, like, nerfing the min-maxers and then increasing, like, the power of the average Joe a bit so that it's, like, a closer gap. That way, I've been saying this, bro. I need to explain myself. But like I said, that way, like, they can introduce actual new challenges that are like much easier, because the power gap is closer. That's like the new challenge can be like here without it being like this, and the new challenge is here. Average Joe feels like they have to make a specific build for it. Min maxers can destroy it. You get what I'm saying, right? But like I said, besides doing something like that, I still feel like depowerment is like really like one of the only ways you can introduce a real risk to things like humanoid NPCs, bro. Because there's so many ways to cheese them. So many bells that allow you to cheese them. So many mantras that allow you to cheese them. A lot of weapons that allow you to cheese them, right? But by removing that in like a stealth sort of environment, they might be able to create a new game mode, right? If it's fun and they add some new stealth mechanics, right? In this area, right? People are like, well, dude, it's a dungeon. It can't be that interesting, right? But like I said, Layer 2 was originally supposed to have invasions, but it's like the way it's built and structured feels like it's impossible. I don't see how that was ever. Like, it like how? You know what I mean? Right? Like, it doesn't really look like it would. You see what I mean? But the map's there. But in a case like this, I think by having a map specifically built for potential escapes, for potential outplay, I feel like there's a lot of really cool stuff that they could do, right? And I think there's a lot of cool gameplay to have, because the devs, how do I say this? I think they have a good knowledge on how to perform something like this. I'll put it like that. I think they have a good understanding of how they could pull this off correctly. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the devs have a good, I'll put it like that. The devs have a good understanding of how they could pull something like this off, right? They'd have to probably make a system for people like losing equipment on death, but it's possible, right? And I think it would make it very scary to die. It would make it very scary because the only real thing, because here's the thing, right? Here, I'll even say this. When it comes down to a slot, right? When you die on a slot, even if you wipe on a slot, right? You can always pass down your gear, right? If you really think about it,
is that everyone can do everything. There aren't really support type characters or fully DMG characters. So min-maxers are op. They need to encourage exploration by not holding
a wipe over your head, but not making it too easy for you. Well, I mean, I just made a full support build, but it's limited. I understand what you're saying. And also fully damaged character, I also kind of made, but it is limited. I understand what you're saying. Thank you for the 3. But like I said, yeah, so like I was saying earlier, the thing is, right, you can always pass down gear. There's nothing really there to inherently threaten the gear that you're wearing. There used to be in verse 1. There used to be, right? Like, even then, if you're wearing your equipment, you're not going to lose it, right? But by having an area of the game that you can take from others, or that is like inherently like, oh, there's juicy loot in there, but there's the risk of, and here's the thing, they need to do that for PvE too, right? I think they need to do that for PvE too. Imagine a PvE area, because here's the thing, right? That gear that people see, because there's still some sort of grind, and this might also technically kind of clash against some points I said about removing DVM earlier. But if they do decide to keep DVM, right, this would also, what is it called? This would also give a bit more risk to PvE players. Like, there's room for PvP and PvE in something like this, where, like, dude, if you get whacked by a fucking hard ass mob, or you just get stomped, or a PvP player kills you, right? Them niggas can steal your DVM gear, and for some motherfuckers, that is worse than wiping. No joke. At least you can pass down gear, but an area where you can lose gear and equipment that you have equipped, bro. Imagine some niggas stealing, bro. That is even more. That might have even more stakes to some players, because wiping is so. It's like, it's annoying. Does that make sense? It's annoying, but it's very easy to remake a character nowadays. But potentially losing 2 pieces of god roll equipment, that will put the fear in some niggas of dying. And so that's why I said I think it'd be a banger idea. I think it'd be and like I said, that's why I said it would probably have to be a dungeon or an area specifically for this, right? That's why I said it's either like a dungeon you enter or like a dungeon TP, right? But I think that is a real way that they can introduce dying being incredibly like, oh shit, I don't want to lose this. Like I'd be scared, right? Because like think about it, right? Like, imagine you have a Storm's Eye build, the motherfucker snags your Storm's Eye. Now you have a base sword. It's like, wait, now I have to fucking get another rifle. Because guess what? Here's the thing, right? You know what I noticed, chat? This is what I think. This is what I think they can do. If you noticed, right? There's been such an abundance of legendary weapons being just thrown at you. The problem is, chat, once you have one, maybe two, you're done. You're done with that legendary weapon. Why do you need 5 crypt? Chat, there are niggas, I have like 20 crypt blades in my bank. I have not made a crypt blade build in a year, and I don't think I'm gonna make one in another 6 months. You know what I mean, right? Like, why do I have the 10 crypt? They're not good for trading anymore. What? See what I'm saying? Like, they're nothing. They're you know how pointless they are? Where is it? Where is it? Let me find it. You know how pointless they are? Look at the reward system for the PV event that just happened like 2 days ago. Alright? Look at this. Mike Pike was the only survivor, right? So he could have kept 75 crit blades and 75 curved blades to himself. What the fuck are you gonna do with? When I first saw it, I was like, what are you even going to? The only thing that was really valuable here was the kits. That's the last thing, right? Why there's so many of these around that like bro, I could wipe 20 times and still have enough curved blades for the game's career. This is enough crit blades for one guy for their entire career. For like 20 people's entire career. You're not making that many builds. But by having a game mode or some dungeon or some version of Deepwoken where you can lose the equipment that you are currently holding, lose the weapon that you're holding, that will scare niggas so badly that it will introduce a reason to actually have multiple of them shits on you. Now the motherfuckers who actually like, oh yeah, now there's actually real risk to the shits, because guess what? A lot of people complain about, legendary weapons are so common. Right? True. Enchants are so common, true.
Imagine doing a raid boss with like 10 motherfuckers trying to get a legendary weapon. It's underwhelming as for the moment, NGL.
Yeah, thanks for the 3. Yeah, like I said, a lot of content, like a lot of ways you get content in this game is also very, like, it's very it doesn't involve people, right? Like there's nothing in the game, and I think that's where Deepwoken could really expand. That's why I said, like, a lot of people might not like the take, but like I said, I think PvP and PvE shouldn't be so separated. Right now they are, right? In order to get something for PvP, you do something that is entirely versed in another form. Like think about it. Any PvP build you make, you're always going to engage in pure PvE most of the time. And anytime a PvPer gets jumped, they are forced to jump into that PvP action. Because they're so split apart, right? Whenever you have to do one or the other side is like, dude, having to do, like, you're going to ask for, your PvE player to come carry you, or you're going to have to go and get a DVM kit, and even then, you might not have the right mantras for that either, or you might have Giant Slayer, might not have, see what I'm saying, right? So, like, or you might not have corrupt payback, right? Or whatever it is that you're lacking that makes it take way longer, or make it less risky, you don't have on that build. A PvE player, if they get jumped, they don't have the armor, the mantras they're running are like fucking dog for PvP. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. Like, bro, if you're running Dawnwalker and like Ice, you can probably fuck up some people, right? Like with a Grand Suit, you can probably fuck up some people. You can probably fuck up, like, put like any like good player on a Grand Sudaruska Dawnwalker build, and they can probably still put in a lot of work. There's Pirate Keeper PV builds. I know there's Grands. There's even like Thunder, and Thunder does good damage, and you can definitely put in some work. But you guys understand what I'm saying, right? When it's so split that whenever one side has to do the other, there's always like groaning, there's always complaining, right? Which is why I feel like it should be incorporated. It shouldn't be one. It shouldn't be like, let me explain it, right? Let me do like a little graph, right? PvP and PvE is kind of like this at the moment, right? And this little sliver right here is whenever they're forced onto each other. based on whatever you have to do for that build, right? Like, for example, if I'm on the PvP side, I have to go do F1 real quick, and then I'm going back and trying and ganking. If I'm a PvE player, I might get ganked occasionally. That's that little sliver, right? Now, what I'm saying is, I don't think that they should be entirely separate, but I don't think they should be one, right? I think, really, it should be something more of akin to this. This would be like Prime Deepwoken PvP/PvE. A PvP, it should be more like this, in my opinion, right? Ooh, that's a little big. A little big again. Something like, perfect. Right? It should be like this, right? You have PvP systems, you have PvE systems, and then you have, in my opinion, the more hardcore endgame parts where they're actually put together in a test. A PvPvE, right? And some people think they should be even closer, right? But I think they should at least be like this and not so much. This is what they currently are, right? Currently, it's kind of like this, right? Where, in my opinion, I think it would be way more interesting and allow for much more interesting gameplay if it was like this, right? Where you still have your chimes, you still have your ganking, right? And for PvE, you still have your instances, you still have, what's it called? You still have Diluvian, you still have the bosses that are instanced, right? But then they start introducing new forms of content that actually mix the two together. Or they actually start having new systems where it's actually incorporated that you might have to do both, right? And they maybe actually start building Deepwoken to where you can have both to have more interesting gameplay, right? Because, yeah, I mean, Conquest is going to be cool, Word of It's going to be cool, right? But then after that, it's like, it's back to kind of like how it was, right? You guys understand what I'm saying, right? It's kind of back to how it was until we get the Void Sea, right? A lot of people are excited about Void Sea because there's going to be exploration, right? But the Void Sea is a perfect example of what this would be, right? A PvPvE system. A sea where you can go explore, but you might run into random islands, you have the E, and then you might run into random players, you have the P, and then you have the PvPvE. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, you have and then when you hear it, it's like, oh damn, that sounds like an adventure. That sounds like a story you can tell, right? Because realistically, right, chat and Deepwoken, I feel like currently, not as many memories are definitely being made compared to the old times, and of course that is due to the game evolving, people having hella time on the game, right? And I'll look at donos in a second. I don't want to ruin my train of thought, but you know what I'm saying? You throw a new player onto this game, right? And if you recognize something, right? If they're playing,
if they made mantras harder to obtain. Imagine fighting a boss
hold
to
on.
have a
I'll take a look in just a second, right?
Would force PvP
I'll let it play
players
out.
to
So
engage in content
I'll
to
take a
get
look in
their
just a second,
builds
okay?
too. Right now you can make
I'll read in just a second, okay? But as of right now, if you throw in like a new player into the game right now, I feel like a lot of the time they're gonna be spending kind of alone, right? Kind of alone, or maybe with like a few friends, maybe at most, which is fine, right? But think about it. A lot of people who play it are kind of separated, or they never interact with each other. And on occasion, when they do interact with each other, right, it's on the basis that that one person kind of forced the other player to fight. You know what I'm saying? All right. But a lot of time, think about it. You're kind of doing. You're not really ever having to involve yourself with other players, to get to something. Does that make sense? When you want to get something in Deepwoken, a lot of times there is not another player trying to get what you want most of the time. Most of the time, you can get it separately, right? You guys understand what I'm saying? If I want to farm Ferryman, I can farm Ferryman alone. If I want to farm Diluvian, I can farm alone with my friends. Prima Dawn is one of the few examples of the PvPvE kind of there, where you can farm Prima, but a motherfucker might want to take your Prima or take your life, right? And even then with Prima, right, the thing is that a lot of times, even if you do like, even if your Prima gets like robbed, it's like, it's not necessarily even built for it to be like PvPvE. It's just like, oh, it just happens to be in the overworld which you can get ganked in. But I think if they start having a system like this, bruh, or something similar, some people will know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's purposely built up that, for example, a player can take your shit, or a mob can take your shit too. If you die, you might a fucking monster might take your shit. Now that is like, whoa. If I die to a monster, I lose my, you see what I'm saying, right? That's more like, now it's actually built into where it's like, damn, to get what I want, I might actually have to not only kill the mob, but potentially kill another player who wants to take. You see what I'm saying, right? Like, there's nothing really akin to even PvE motherfucker. Imagine like you have like two PvE groups, right? And here's the truth, right? Here's the truth. You guys don't know each other. Let's say like, you guys could work together, right? True. The option is there to see. That's the thing. The option is there to work together. But let's just say there's like a new boss, right? Or a new mob that has a specific drop, and there's a chest, only one chest. Are you gonna let the enemy PvE team take your fucking chest? Maybe you guys work it together. You know what I'm saying? You work it out. Okay, hey guys, I'm only looking for the new fucking Soul Weaver mage weapon. There's like a fucking mage weapon called Soul Weaver, and it's like, what the fuck, right? I'm trying to look for that. I'm just looking for the new deep gems. You know what I'm saying? You work something out in fucking chat or Roblox VC. Or you're like, hold on, hey, wait, Bridget, hold on, bro. This nigga just took the damn. I told him I wanted the damn Soul Weaver. Yo, let's jump these guys. Because now the motherfuckers are attacking your shits, right? The motherfuckers are attacking your shits. And it's like, what the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are they, you know what I mean, right? Like, yo. So the idea is that by having a game mode like this, there is a potential cause for player interactivity to occur, right? Because at the moment, if you think about it, right, even when you farm PvE, even if you have like two PvE players, right, if you see someone farming Primadon, you're just gonna server hop to another. You know what I mean, right? Like, even if there's the people looking for ganks, right? If you see one guy farming Primadon, that might not really feel your urge to fight them. It's just one guy farming Primadon. I'm looking for a gank, right? Or if you're like trying to farm Primadon with your group, with your friends, and you see like two people farming Prima, it's like, oh, they're already taking Prima. You server hop, right? But in an environment like this, right, you won't have the option to immediately server hop. Now you're forcing people to interact, and it's like, do you want to make a friend? You're giving the players the choice. Do you want to make friends and, you know, try and survive the dungeon together? You know what I'm saying? To have a better chance of defeating the PvE? Okay, do that. Or, hold on. That motherfucker looks like a... wait, I'm a PvE build too. But I have 40%, 30% DPM. That motherfucker look they have like max DPM. And I mean, I might want to grip them. You give players incentive to choose different options. To work together, to fight each other. Maybe you go in with only the intent to kill, right? But then you see a specific PvE mob and you need help. The PvE motherfuckers help you, might be a little bit friendly towards them. And then bam, you betray them. Or maybe you work together to escape. You guys understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot they could do with Deepwoken there. Now let me look at the donations. Yeah, it looks like chat's just gonna be bugged for the stream. That's very annoying. I can't even see what people are saying, bro. I'm sorry, I deadass can't. I don't know why. See, this is why YouTube streaming is so. It's actually trash can, dude. Oh my god, it's actually so bad. Can I even see what you're saying? Yeah. Let me try this real quick. Yeah, it's just frozen. I don't know what it is. Now let me look at the donations real quick. Happy birthday, Yaga. Would it be good to nerf PV damage, nerf ledge drop rates, buff boss difficulty, mob damage? Thank you for the 10. Not right now. Or, yeah, not right now. I think here's the issue, right? I don't think they should necessarily buff boss difficulty and mob damage. It's like, in my opinion, I look at it as a we have to go forward from here situation, right? The problem is the player base is so accustomed to how things are at the moment because there's been no content for a while to refresh it. There's been no content to disrupt the flow of Deepwoken we've been having now. So if they were to all of a sudden nerf all those shit, it would have been like, bro, you just made everything more annoying to get. That would be the main argument, right? That everything is, like, there's nothing to do in the game anyway. Let us have our fun to grind PvE or grind shits to get into fights and PvP faster. That would be the argument, right? But if there's actual new pieces of PvE and PvP dropping, then by having those changes, now you can kind of make up for the fact that, okay guys, now because you have different fucking like forms of content and new stuff to get, people won't feel as bad if they were to increase certain bosses difficulty or certain mob bosses damage, or I don't know about the nerfing legendary weapons is, like I said, they never go backwards, right? They always buff, and which is why I think things should always drop a little bit rare first, because you can never go backwards without a lot of community backlash. They'd have to shadow do that, you know what I'm saying, with the new content to really get away with something like that. And nerfing PvE damage, I think PvE damage at the moment is only really troublesome when you get to the super min-max. But for your average Joe, I don't think PvE damage is that crazy. So I think that is not necessarily needed either. Thank you for the 3 from Backstab. I think they should really invest in dungeons as a concept. Imagine doing a raid boss with 10 motherfuckers trying to get legendary. It's underwhelming as fucking moment. Yeah, I feel like they could definitely I feel like they could definitely do some more stuff with dungeons, and not just like the story-based PvE only, but having like legitimate new PvP dungeons as well. I know people want Overworld to be like flooded and ganks to happen again, which I still think they can do by providing unique incentives to that, but I feel like there's also cooler concepts that they could do with the dungeon system as well. Thank you for the 10 Zoka. Again, you have to equipment on your person that gives more of a risk reward feeling. Also gives them the reason to farm. Yeah, right. At the moment, like, you farm, if you get what you want once, that's fine. I think it's fine that people get what they want once, like they keep it. But I think by having a mode that inherently invites risk, that invites the gamble, you know what I'm saying, right? The chance that you could lose something that you grinded so preciously for. I think that invites very cool intensity and will lead to some very interesting, memorable gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one issue is though, before they do anything like that, there's a lot of cheese in Deepwoken, and I agree. There's a lot of balancing and cheese that they need to clean up, because if they have a mode like that, people will bring the most disgusting, annoying, fucking terrible shit to fight against. And so there's definitely a need for them to address that sort of shit before they even think of doing something like this, because there is a lot of stuff that I think that's like a big argument that a lot of people have about, like, oh dude, what? They're trying to make wiping harder? Well, what if I have to face a gravity-filled ice lava super build? Or like, you know, any sort of mage, bird build. Like, there's a lot of stuff in Deepwoken that you can abuse. Because there's so much freedom in the builds you can make, so there's a lot of things that they'd have to account for before they do something like that. But yeah. Thank you for the 5 from Zoka. Honestly, with how easy it is to make a min-max PvP build, grind for every game, and then just have everything losing stuff. I don't know if you finished what you were saying, but I appreciate the 5, but I think I kind of understand what you were saying. Maybe you're saying losing stuff wouldn't be that relevant. I think it would still matter, because like I said, when you put equipment on your body, right? Like, when you lose something, it's like, fuck, you have to replace it. And the thing is, like, you're not always going to be constantly victorious. Like, you might have a couple losing streaks where you lose, and especially if they make it to where you can lose a couple pieces of equipment, like, that would be even, like, crazier. But I don't know if they do that much. Thank you, Voltier, for the 20. Happy birthday, King. Go ahead and spoil yourself. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate that so much, man. I appreciate the 20 bucks. Thank you for the 3 Backstab. I'd love if they made mantras harder to obtain. Imagine finding a boss and having a chance to unlock a mantra. I think stuff like that would be cool. They did have that initially with, like, they did that once 2 years ago with Duke and the, oh, I can see chat. Yeah, welcome back, chat. Welcome back. Finally, holy fuck. Oh my god. Finally, it actually, like, just busted open. Finally, dude. Fuck yeah. Chat's back. Anyway, thank you for the, I could have missed some, like, other donos, but let me check real quick. But yeah, thank you for the 3. Yeah, I do think they should bring some more stuff like that, though. In my opinion, like, that is how more unlock should be. I know they are low on time when it comes to weeklies, but, like, chat, when I look at, I even told Archmage, and I know it's a time issue, but it's like, damn, bro. Like, the soul plasticity thing, chat. The idea that you can completely remove Tarnished from the game, and all it takes for you to do something so big, that's big for a lot of people, that was a big source of annoyance, is you having to get 500 echoes. And we all know how echo farming is. It's like, like, you know what I mean? Or like, echoes is already kind of flawed in that sense that you can just kind of farm it with, I don't know. I really wish it was like, you have to do some like grand quest to unlock that, or like a secret unlock to get that. People didn't, wait, what? Soul Plasticity unlocked? Wait, what is that? Oh, it removes Tarnish. Yo, that's cool. Like, it wasn't, you know, it was so much potential, you know what I mean? So much potential for like cool stuff like that. But now it's just like 500 echoes, go and get it. Like, I get it, right? It's the same thing like what I said before of like the shit here. Like I said, it's just sometimes the weekly update time constraint does allow for stuff like this to kind of be put in those situations where they can't really allow their creative juices to flow when it comes to unlocking cool new shit like that. It just has to be tied to humanoid NPC, or it's tied to echoes, you know what I mean? Whatever. But yeah, right now you can make a build in 2 hours in solo, all content. Yeah, eventually I feel like there's just not a lot to go out and do eventually, because the base Deepwoken game has just, I mean, a lot of people have hella hours on the game anyway, right? And I mean, it is a live service game, but like, you know, if there's really nothing to do, people just won't play. But we have had a pretty big player count with what we have right now, which is like crazy, right? Like, think about it. We have a high player count with what we have right now. Imagine how much more we could get with so much more to do. And then thank you for the 2. Happy 32nd birthday, Unc. Appreciate the 2, Woomer. Appreciate that a ton. And thank you, Zoka, for the $10 super chat again. What about something like Battle Royale where you get randomized already preset builds so people can't bring their 1v20 Galactic Mantra Mage build? I think the problem with that is that, like, then you lose the stakes. Because here's the thing. If you bring in a preset or randomized build, bro, like, there's no stakes really. Like, I didn't even have any attachments to that build anyway. I think, like I said, the only real way they can do stuff is by, like, nerfing those 1v20 Galactic Mantra Mage builds. Like, if it's going to be a problem in that game mode, it's probably going to be a problem in other game modes as well. Like Conquest, for example. So, let's get to the nerfs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to, you know, getting rid of the shit that every player is considered annoying. But yeah, thank you for the donations, by the way, guys. Appreciate it. Why are birthdays actually the money glitch? Hey, man, I don't know what to say. Let me check real quick. But yeah, we'll have to see, chat. Check out a new roguelike game. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about the gear losing idea. I'll see what Archmage thinks about it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like something like this would just require a lot of planning ahead, though, because you can't just plop something like, they can't just like add this as like a weekly and not have like, because there really will be a lot of people that will. The thing is, like, because Deepwoken is so free in what you can do and there's a lot of variety, there's just going to be so much shit that people will fight against that will be like, dude, I just lost my fucking 40 HP drowned Iron Singer to some dumbass mage build or some dumbass cheese build. And that's going to really get, because the intensity and the feelings are so high, bro, you're just going to, you will want to go in someone's DM and just type KYS. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, that will push, like that level of intensity will promote way more toxicity. Bro, you're going to be seeing a lot more KYS in your DMs, right? Because of shit like that, because like that's a super high stakes environment, and there's a lot of cheese potential there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of balancing and planning ahead that has to go ahead, because, like I said, bro, in Rogue Lineage, the thing is, in Rogue Lineage, it was a lot more toxic and harsh of an environment, because the game had the entire environment, everything. You could die 3 times in a row to max level, ban your wipes. For no reason. I just want to grip you, just cause. And there were things in Rogue Lineage that incentivized freshie gripping. There was. Bro, if I'm on a dark sigil and I see a freshie, I'm gonna feed on that nigga and then I'm gonna soul rip him. You know what I mean, right? But that's why I think the best thing, chat, is for them to grow something like that in probably some instance area, so people are invited to the challenge, so people can build up to the challenge, right? It's almost like the overworld, because the thing is, overworld is like the progression. That's why I feel like overworld is like the progression area, right? You're progressing to attempt to go into these endgame areas, which is what I think it could be. They could add some endgame stuff, like, you know, world event stuff to the overworld too, but being real, chat, the overworld is laggy. The overworld you can get flooded on. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff in the overworld that, like, because there isn't rules set, because it isn't planned or crafted, anything can happen. You can get flooded on, right? Which is why I do feel like things like, that's why I always said, like, Primadon and overworld shit should have more incentive and more rewards than things that are like instance bosses, right? Like, it didn't make sense that Primadon was like realistically the weakest boss in terms of relics. He should have been the strongest out of all the bosses. Maybe Scratch Maestro or something like that. Like, bosses that are harder or more risky should have been the toughest ones, right? But you guys understand what I'm saying, right? Like, because the overworld is there's so much shit in the overworld that can happen. By throwing endgame content in it, it can get a lot more crazy. But an idea where you can drop gear, that has to definitely be something that is like thrown away somewhere else. But I'd love to see it though. I'd love to see it because I want to see Deepwoken do new things, right? Like that's why I'm hyped for Conquest, because they're trying something new. They're trying something different. Yeah, chat. They could have released Conquest in like a month. Just add all new oaths. 2 months later, bam, it's a 5v5. But I appreciate that they're trying to take their time to make dead ass like a fucking MOBA in this shit, right? And they're trying to do something different. And we'll see what the results of that are. But I think it's good for the overall health and potentially long term of the game mode by them adding in game modes that feel different to what they previously added, which is why Conquest isn't just that 5v5 capture the flag sort of thing, or like a 5v5 hold a point you win. You know what I mean? They're trying to do a bit more, and by having that, I think it will add to it, because whenever they do add stuff for the weeklies, right, now it can be, damn, I can use this talent or mantra in Chime, in Overworld, in Conquest, in World Events, in Diluvian, in Void Sea, in Layer 3, in the fucking dungeon dark and darker game mode. You see what I'm saying, right? Now there's like way more options that it's like the cycle, right? The cycle improves, and by having the weeklies, because the weeklies, I assume, they'll always want to keep up with the weeklies, because the weeklies are fire. The weeklies are so fucking gas. That's why I think Deepwoken is the best game on Roblox, because the fucking weeklies, they're able to, even if it's not the highest quality, even if sometimes, you know, some things are lacking or they can't do what they want, by having just this it existing on Roblox, do y'all understand how I just want to chat. Weekly updates is rare on Roblox. I just want to say, okay, rare. And the fact that, I'll just say this right now, and the fact that we've been able to see prime runs, I mean godly content, really fucking everybody fucked with the content. Weeklies added us, dude. Chat, look at this player count spike alone, and this was done with weekly updates. Reminder that the last big update we had was here, and through weeklies, look at this fucking, look at the averages here, 6 to 7 to 8k. That was like average, up to 2018. Even now, look at it again. It's going back up again through weeklies. Y'all know how rare that is, chat. Like I said, never take it for granted, chat, because if they were to stop, we would feel it. The moment they stop the weeklies, we will immediately, on everything, you will feel. You will just, it's like, damn, you will miss it. I will tell you right now, on everything, motherfuckers will really miss it. I guarantee you. If they ever turn it to monthly, for, you know, that's fine. Right, if they ever do that and they want to put more content in, but the moment they do, you will really fucking miss it. I guarantee you. Because a lot of people will love to be like, this week was so mid. Oh, this weekly. But guess what? I guarantee you, the same people who are saying that the next week. Ooh, I wonder what this. You know what I mean? I wonder what's coming in that weekly. That's a lot of people. I'm always like, fuck yeah. Okay, let's see what they have in the week. It's not. It's like, okay, Friday. Let's see what they're doing. You know what I mean, right? Because even the same people like, the weekly's so mid. Next week, they're looking forward to the bitch again. It does really bring people back. I think I still think it's a fucking banger, dude. I still think it's a fucking banger. Yeah, look at the Type So trying to do weekly. Deep really is out the curve. Yeah, Type So, I don't know what's been going on with Type So. Let me see how we've been doing. What is it? Oh, another 25k player weekend. Woo! I'm telling you, we're almost, bro, literally, I think all the content devs have just been busy. Bro, this was just like, we didn't even have any crazy content devs this week, bro. And 25k again, and school's starting back up. I guarantee you, bro, let Conquest drop, bro, on everything, bro. Like, it's like Deepwoken is being held back by, like, the chains right now. It's like being held back by, like, the chains. They're, like, so much. Bro, it's like Deepwoken's like this, and, like, it's like, boom. Bro, actually, hold on. You ever see, like, okay, chat. Okay, right? So, like, imagine Deepwoken is like, this is like Deepwoken right now. It's like, okay, bam, Deepwoken. And then just like This is just how fucking big it can expand to. Like, what the hell? Oh, nah, brother. I mean, just look. It could just get... Bro, look at that bitch. You see how much it can expand out? Like, that, like, that's like peak Woken right there. That's like full power. Like, every update drops. Like, that's full power Deepwoken. And this is like... This is Deepwoken 2. You know what I mean? Like, they do a second one for some reason. And then this is like Deepwoken if Archmage had like 500 friends. You know what I mean? And they're all like fucking only working on Deep. This is Deepwoken with 500 friends. And then this is Deepwoken 3. They made the trequel. Is that what they call it? And then this is Deepwoken Prime. They like combine 1, 2, and 3 together. And then this is Rogue Lineage 2. You know what I mean? Hey, Rogue Lineage 2. And then this is like the spin-off game where it's Deepwoken plus Rogue Lineage. You know what I mean? Like, it's like an event. And then, hold on, it's gotta expand a little bit more. And then this is the finale, like Deepwoken, the last update. Bam! There you go, guys. You know what I'm saying? The last update. Bam! That's bigger than all fucking 20 of those. Okay? And whenever it's like 200k players. Chat, I'm telling you, Deepwoken will hit 100,000 players. Mark my words. I said the same thing last year and the same thing the year before that. Same thing last year, the same thing year before that. Deepwoken went 100k players 2 years in a row. Chat, 2 years in a row. Okay. We just haven't had the opportunity yet. We haven't had the opportunity yet. Okay, but I guarantee you, I'm not jinxing it. Okay, bro. Deepwoken hit like 65k players. I think peak, whenever it dropped. Hold on, let me see. There's much. Yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you guys. What's it called? Type out on the side, but chat. That's fucking. I'm telling you, bro. Back then, dude, the fucking ads in Korea were insane. I told y'all, bro. I fucking told y'all, bro. It was those Korean ads. I told you the motherfuckers that are trying to fucking and it's evil. I think it's evil. They know what they're doing. They know how it is in Korea and especially Japan. Oh my god, it's worse in Japan, man. Korea. See, I'm just gonna go on a quick 2-minute tangent. I've said this before. The reason why the Korean ads are fucking, I'm gonna call it goon baiting. They're goon baiting. Goon bait ads. Them motherfuckers are trying to bait motherfuckers who are single and desperate, especially men, by throwing in these fucking heavily sexualized ads. And they'll have like this shit in Korean. They know what they're doing too. But guess what? There's a reason for that bitch too. There's a reason for that bitch too, and they know why. Because motherfuckers in Japan, especially in Korea, motherfuckers aren't finding love like that, but there's not a lot of kids being had. And so those companies take advantage of that and goon bait them. Yep. You can look at the damn stats, motherfucker, and they know. Fucked up, bro. They got him on the hook. They really got it's one. I guarantee you, they got him on the fucking hook, dude. And it's fucked. I feel bad, honestly. I pretty feel bad. Bro's coping, yeah. No, it's cope. Nah, fuck them having the lowest birth rate and they're being, you know what, Anyway, but yeah, honestly though, goon baiting is a fucking crazy word. That's basically what they're doing, bro. Happy birthday, appreciate all the happy birthdays, guys. But yeah, is it almost 12? It's almost 12 right now. One chat. Give me 1 second. Um, I got pitching ideas for the Hollow. Oh yeah, Hallowtide. Oh, that's like in Oh, that's like in 2 months from now. Hallowtide ideas. What could they do? I think what they could do. They did like a little pumpkin like wave basing. That was very cool. How about just like a new pumpkin? They could do it. No, a new mob, like a Halloween, like in my opinion, like a new mob, like a new monster to fight, and it's kind of like a mini boss. That'd be sick. It's like it's like low-key tough too. Like a new mini boss, and like what they do is instead of it being like wave-based mobs, right? This is what I'll do for like a quick, easy event. They do like reskins of like a bunch of mobs. So they have like the Hallowtide Charco, Hallowtide Squibble, Hallowtide Broodlord, and these monsters have like new effects on them. So like some of them are, they literally have like some fucking insane shits on them, right? And these can be like enchant level effects. Like for example, maybe like one of the monsters can have like there's like different Hallowtide modifiers, right? And what they do is whenever you like, for example, maybe there's like a one where if you guard break somebody, right? Maybe if they guard break you, so if like a Broodlord guard breaks you, it spawns in like one of those like little fucking spider motherfuckers, right? And if they bite you, they do poison AoE damage. Easy to kill. I mean, not AoE damage, poison damage over time. And it's like, yo, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some new fucking like it's like the fire, like a 2-minute effects on monsters, but what's it called? Instead of that, what's it called? It's like new effects for the mobs. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of cool. And then there's like a new monster that, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like a mini boss that you have to fight. So yeah, I think that'd be very cool to see for Hallowtide. But that would take a lot of work, so I don't know. But I think that'd be something that's pretty cool and pretty tough as well. And then they can have like a PvE event, and then like for the PvP event, right? Maybe it's like there's like a you can pick which side you're on, like similar to the April Fool's event, right? But it's like Halloween edition. And the idea is that you pick a side, right? I don't know if you pick a side. Maybe like you're just randomized or whatever it is, right? You can pick a side or whatever. And the idea is that you'll get to choose like you'll choose 3 things, right? Maybe like like a piece of content that you can get based on what wins the Hallowtide fucking battle or whatever it is from the PvP side. Y'all get what I'm saying? So you earn like the something. I don't know, I just thought it'd be something interesting. Neither will get any big YouTubers coming returning to Deepwoken with Conquest. Maybe. My mic cut out. Oh, did it? Hello, can you hear me still? Might get a simple flaw. True. I think it'd be cool if instead of layer 3, they just jump down to layer 6. I thought about something like that. I think that'd be also interesting. You guys begin testing Conquest seriously? Chat. Deepwoken if it wasn't against the lore. The lore is always flexible though. The base lore is always the same, but there's like extra stuff that's flexible. But yeah. Even should have story mode. Bro, fuck Conquest. I want to see the journey of Pebble. Too odd. Story mode. I think the thing about like everyone wants like a story mode, right? Which I think would be cool. But the thing is like once you play that story mode, bro, like you're kind of done. Yeah, you're kind of finished with it, bro. You know what I mean? Unless they make it to where like you can farm the bosses again for specific drops, then okay, sure. I think that'd be kind of fire. But like for the most part though, like it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would take a lot of time just for you to play it once and then be bored of it once you beat it. You know what I mean? Where I feel like that time could go into way more multiplayer included stuff. You know what I mean? Right? Like, I don't know. And also, I just feel like, yeah, it doesn't really suit Deep that much either. Like, what would the story mode Exactly. Well, especially when you can like make your character do whatever you want, right? Like, you could be associated with the ministry, you can be a contractor, you can be a dawn walker. Like, what would the story? Like, what they would just have like a story mode where you can like pick endings, or that would just require so much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you make your own story in Deepwoken. I feel like they should have more stuff like that instead of a story mode where it's like fucking happy birthday retard. Yo, what's up, plans? Thanks, bro. Like, imagine you kill one of those monsters I was talking about earlier, then you can craft armor from them. Yeah, that'd be sick. You talking about the, what's it called? Talking about the mage who turned into a monster, right? Because he was trying to save his wife with a necromancy potion, and he accidentally drank some of that potion, but it was actually kind of bad for me to turn into a giant mage monster. Yeah. And you can harvest his skin. That'd be interesting. Why is Battle Royale weekends only? I don't think that's that bad of a thing, honestly. Can't say this game, though. God bless, goodbye. Yeah. See you later, brat. Shapeshifter mantra? Oh, that'd be interesting, yeah. I wonder what they could do about that. It'd be cool if you could, like, shapeshift into it and then, like, you shift back when you're finished. Kind of like another game I know. You can shift into things. I think they could do it like that. Where like when you shift into it, you can't use like mantras or stuff. You can use mantras, but they're like associated with the mob. Kind of like what actually doesn't what's it called? That one game do it. Fake Woken 3. Kind of like that. Yeah, they could do like Fake Woken. Like you turn to the mob and you have like 2 or 3 moves and you can shift back. That'd be cool. Disguise. Yeah, but disguise. I think they're talking more like you shapeshift into a mob, like a dead ass. You do the mob attacks and stuff like that. My birthday, how old am I? I'm 22. I'd love lore books on bosses. I think that'd be cool. Some bosses getting like the story of Kaido, or maybe like I feel like there should be like. I think it'd be really cool if there was like, for example, like a story of like a layer 1 researcher uncovering like a baby prima donne. And it's like, oh shit. And it goes on the story of like maybe how they try to raise the prima donne to be like domesticated or whatever, right? They try to raise the prima donne, right? But then like the scientists like uncover that like because it was like raised in a different way, it wasn't able to like fucking, you know what I mean, right? It wasn't able to grow into like a big ass monster. So the prima donne baby unfortunately died, dude. Like it died, and all the researchers were sad and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some sad ass fucking story on. Sometimes some depths monsters have to stay. You know, they have to be depths monsters to fucking. It would showcase that there's a reason why the mobs are the way they are, and there's not like different sizes of prima donnes. I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Because you know, is there any like sad stories like that in Deepwoken? There might be. Everything deep now, so sad. Now it's really that deep. What? Wait, is there sad stuff in deep? Do you think prima donne is a species or a single character? Probably a species, honestly. I think prima donne is a species, and I think it'd be cool to just see like, I think Deepwoken, what they could do really is like, when they have variants of monsters, like, I think when it comes down to it, the good variants are like King Thresher and like the Little Thresher. You know what I mean, right? Like. They have different moves, right? But you can tell that they're the same kind of creature. I think we need more stuff like that if they want to have variants, right? I don't know. Would be cool to see though. I'm hoping we see some new monsters though, man, or a new boss. Hopefully, we'll because. Archmage and Netoon's combo on a prime run, they could probably cook up some mobs, man. They could probably cook up some fucking fire-ass monsters. And a decent amount of time. I don't know, man. I'd like to see them cook. Ooh, okay. Voidwalker's kind of losing right now because of the bounty board. Stay quest there for 5 minutes and you'll get taken off board of all and any factions. Yeah, maybe they could do something to change up Voidwalker a little bit. Can't even probably get jumped by 3 people. The log gets here, they hear the sound, or can't TB room because of the location. Yeah, they might need to do some stuff. This is random, but I feel like a squeamish flaw should be rooted into phobia or something like that. Like you lose sanity when you kill or see someone die. Maybe they can give some buffs or nerfs to some boons and flaws. That'd be interesting to see. But yeah, dude. Let me look at this. Hold on. Ba-ba. What happened? Wait, what do you mean what happened? Would be nice to pick a faction and be able to evade other factions and PvP events. I think I was saying that, what's it called? I think it would be very cool if factions were more like, there was more consequence deciding with a faction. Because if you think about it, right, like, right, if I choose to side with the ministry, I can still have good rep with a, you can like get back your rep with pretty much every faction. And there's like no downside to having a faction that you're good with, you know what I mean? Besides the fact that you have to, you know what I mean? Because you can get back your reputation for a lot of stuff. So I think it'd be cool to see some downsides to something like that. Like an improvement, it'd have to be a big update. They'd have to like include it with the new content to flow off of, right? Because right now it would just be kind of annoying. And even then, like you have like some stuff requires you to have to rep with stuff like Duke, for example, right? But maybe in the future we can see some stuff that like changes up. Like for example, a way to do Duke without, you know what I mean, having good rep with extras would be cool. And they do that as a rework to the faction system to include more stuff for new content to really bounce off of. But yeah, there's some stuff that are tied to factions like Contractor, right? But I think, in my opinion, like it would be cool to see consequences because, like, bro, if you're a contractor, there's no way you're gonna be chilling with fucking certain other, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, they see the fucking strings on you, buddy. You're not gonna be convincing the authority. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, I think it'd be cool to see some like consequences and stuff like that too. But I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out and see what happens to the shits. Let me actually look at this. Banana, 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 banana. There is actually. Happy birthday, Unky. Yo, it's good from Gory. Good to see you here, man. Appreciate it, bro. Alright, we can do a couple more questions. Probably gonna, what's it called? I'm streaming like at 12, but we do a few more questions because I kind of want to play some games with my boys, and I got stuff to go and do. All right. Go ahead with some questions, chat. Let's go see what you guys have to say. How about each faction that allies and enemies? If you're starting with a faction, you get bonus up for its allies, but you'll be seen as an enemy by its enemies. Yeah, like, just in general, more stuff like that, which leads to actual consequences and, like, gameplay shits. So I don't know if they want to do stuff that'll, like, just straight up, like, lock you out of shit, but I think it'd be interesting. Deep to do a free weekend. Haircut Scream 1? Maybe. I just got my haircut, like, 2 weeks ago. Okay, I can't really say just got it, because it's kind of already... But I kind of want to wait for my beard to come back a little bit before I... Maybe just the lineup. Stealth missions in Deep? Yes, that'd be amazing. Can you say whether Conquest comes out this year? Okay, the thing is I can't confirm But I know Archmage will not allow it to drop in 2025. Okay, he will fight for that. I know, bro. He did that for later too. Conquest was different, and there's a reason. Chat, I get. Look, it's just like when you know the backstory and when you know the process of the development, it makes so much more sense why Conquest took as long as it did. But this year, for sure, there's no shot that it is releasing in 2025. Okay. But like I said, people are like, "What about last year?" See, it makes sense when you know, bro. Trust. But I know this year's they gonna drop. Okay, trust me. Okay, me saying trust me after missing August 2 years in a row. I missed August twice, man. I missed August twice. How? I'm like August this year. I actually meant August next year, and I still fucking missed, dude. Holy, but no, I guarantee you 2024, bro, there is no fucking shot it releases in 2025. I actually, I'm not gonna put anything on it, but no shot, okay? Just trust me, all right? December, bro, trust me. That is like the last stand, bro. December is like they get fucking active as fuck. They don't want, bro. Anyway, any more questions, chat? New poll in Deepwoken server? Whoa. Hold on now. A new poll? Okay, wait, hold on, chat. New poll. Let's take a look. What is it? Add invisible walls around the Echoes of Bloodshed area. Oh, the fragment. The walls will prevent you from using moves like Grand Javelin, just Rocket Lance to knock players off the edge and get kills quickly. Yeah, sure. There's a lot of motherfuckers who like stand at the edge there. You know what they know what they're doing. They stand at the damn edge. They stand at the edge. Ooh, actually, I might need to make a video. Good news. Block off the upstairs. Yes. Oh my, bro. Lord, please. And also, if I can type right now. Oh, they said remove the ladders. Thank you. Oh my goodness. The amount, bro, the amount of, like, a motherfucker just jumped up and, like, run around. You're playing Ring Around the fucking Rosie, dude. Holy shit, dude. That. Why are you getting tapers with that type of hair? Because I think it can look clean, bro. Have you seen the Roddy Rich cut, bro? There motherfuckers can pull it off. I think I can pull it off. But, like I said, a bit too much on the beard. I can't lie. Bro, that shit was so annoying. Thank fuck, dude. Yo, let's get some more polls in. Wait, announcements? New announcement? Oh, they're bringing back the Sharko plushie, huh? Yeah, that motherfucker made money. That motherfucker definitely made money. Yeah, that motherfucker definitely made money, bro. The buzz cut should do a comeback? Bro. It's been a while since I had that. I don't know about that one, guys. They made so much money, it's going to be permanent on the site. It's permanent? Dude, those... Holy shit, it's permanent now? Wait, chat, let's take a look. It's permanent. Bro, they must have made mad money. Explore campaigns. Is there like a popular top campaigns? Figure plush? Oh, dude, that motherfucker probably made mad bank. Oh, these are like recent. Past campaigns. Where's Sharko, bro? Screech plushie. Hey! Okay, so we're kind of up there. We're kind of up there. 3,000% funded. Wow. $30. Yeah, this motherfucker's permanent. Maybe I'll get one for like the stream or something like that. Yeah. Maybe like in a future setup, I have like the plushie there. I have like my 100k sub plaque, which I haven't ordered yet. I'll do it next year. And I'll get the plaque and the plushie. It'll look better than just a fucking wall. Chat. Or maybe I'll have like, I need to set up my camera here, like in front of me, like kind of like this. So like, I can have like a green screen. I don't know, I'll do something. When is Deep Story going to actually progress? The story been at the verge of a type of forgery, so we just haven't signed a contract to actually get the forge. I don't know. We'll see about progressing the story. I think they could do that. I think they'll do it eventually. That's all I'll say. Entrenched game night, maybe another time. Any more questions, chat? It's 12. I'm gonna lie, chat. Tell her to unban my ass, bruh. Didn't you try to get unbanned? And I'll ask. I think I asked a while ago, and they still said no. No, I'll ask again. See what they say. Because you got banned by horror, didn't you? But yeah, chat. 2 years unreformed. Okay. Why don't you try progression content like Burt or Burb? Maybe a prog. I'll think about it. Progs are a little bit boring to me. The problem is, like, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing, right? The thing is, bro, I progress on stream now because, bro, I don't really like progging, but I can, bro, the boosting you can do with hell mode. And guess what? You know what happens? Other people in chat get boosted too. It's like 5 or 6 freshies progging like that every hell mode. And you get like fucking 7 to 10 levels every hell mode. You need like 3 or 4 hell modes your max. It's that quick. It's that quick. It can be like 5 levels of hell mode. And so it's like boom, 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 boom. 40 minutes, you probably get all the XP you need. It is very quick. And a lot of people, it's like, that's just way more fun. And it's way more intense. Because sometimes you'll get jumped by a mob and it's scary. And I like that. I like the high intensity fucking kind of carry, but also I can get wiped sort of prog. So yeah, that I prog through that now, and I don't know if that'd make the most interesting video since I'm in the same area. But I don't know, I might make a new build. Hopefully Archmage this week adds new talents. I don't know, I think it'd be cool to see some new talents. New talents for some new builds. I was thinking of making like an Ice Lightning one. Maybe. The talent needs to be fixed. The talent's bugged at the moment. As in, like, there's a weird thing. It's not as good as it could be. It's not as good as it could be, in my opinion. I think it could be cooler. But yeah, I'll ask for the fix / buff for it. But yeah. Anything else, chat, before I go? Please ask Art to highlight job for mob farming the city. Yes, that is annoying. Maybe. That is very annoying, trying to find those motherfuckers. Maybe we can give you like a better indicator, because it is annoying. Development document why Conquest took so long when the update releases. Maybe I could ask if they want to. Like I said, that's behind the scenes stuff, and that's not necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily our business. Though I do think, I think at the bare minimum, they should at least be a little bit honest and like be like, hey guys, this is actually why Conquest kind of took a while. But we're not going to ask for forgiveness. Go play the new update. You know what I mean? Right? Like, they're not. Archmage has said that they're not going to give excuses, because the thing is, people don't want to hear excuses. People want the damn update. So I agree. They need to drop the update first, and then maybe like a week, 2, 3 after, they explain and they say, guys, but guess what? We have BAM coming on the way, and then they announce world events in like the next month. Would that not be a banger? That I swear to God, that'd be a banger, guys. Conquest took this long. We're sorry for about that after a month. But guess what? World events in the next month. Everyone's like, yo, another big update. Back to back. Bam, bam, like a black flash. Like a divergent fish. Just like, boom. Boom. Like that. But that's the content hitting me. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. I'm telling you guys. Then world events take 3 years. Now they have the... Chat. I'm not going to guarantee you. I can guarantee that they have worked on it. They have worked on it. Like the World Serpent and Parasol, typically are there, and you know, and they have some other stuff going. They have some cool stuff there. And the thing is, World events can release not complete. Like they can release World events with not 20 World events, but like 5, and then add them through weeklies as well. So like I said, there's like a lot they can do. And World events is bosses. You know what I mean? World events is either PvP or bosses. So that's big content. Regardless, even if they drop World events with only World Serpent and Parasol, that's still 2 new bosses, which is what Layer 2 had. Hey, you see what I'm saying, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it though, guys. Server selected Battle Royale, bro. I would hope. I told Archmage at least can we have like the thing in ABA where you do join server for your friend, but I don't know what to say, guys. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It'd be fun though. It would be fun. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day here. Appreciate all the happy birthdays, and thank you for the donation. You guys donated a lot. At least appreciate it a ton. Hope you guys have a great day, and I might do a small video on the Chime stuff real quick so I get some money. But yeah, I'll be catching you guys later. All right, peace.